What's up, you guys? Tana Ashley here, and today I want to talk about how you can fight your cravings, get them under control, all by healing your gut. So, a lot of times people will jump straight into a diet. They don't think about anything other than, I just need to be super restrictive, eat this food, and I'm going to see the best results. So, they'll be about 3 days in, and then all of a sudden, boom, here comes a craving. And they fall off. They cave to that craving, then they feel like, I have no self-control. What was I thinking? I'm just gonna give up. And they go right back into their old ways. And they truly believe, and this was me, so I'm speaking from experience. You know, back when I was 40 pounds heavier, I truly believed that that was it. I had to be at that weight because I couldn't lose it. I tried everything under the sun. I could not lose that weight. Little did I know how much of an impact gut health has when it comes to losing weight. No one told me that. No one filled me in. No one told me that when you're an embryo, your brain and your gut are actually connected, and they still are through the vagus nerve. So I did take some notes here so that way I don't lose track of anything and can truly impact you, your journey, and make sure you start your journey on the right foot so you can have long-term success, because no one wants to lose 20 pounds just to gain it back. So these are the 5 signs that your gut health is off. So super intense cravings, painful bloating, not losing weight, depression, and if your hormones are off. Us women, our cycle is 28 days. That's how it is. And there are some women that won't have periods for months, or some that'll have a period every other week, or, you know, the list goes on and on. I won't bore you with that too much, but once you get your gut health dialed in, your hormones will follow. Usually everything follows. Skin, brain, mood, all of that. Another fun fact is most people don't know that 75% of their dopamine is created in their gut. So whatever you eat not only affects your weight loss, but also your mood, the way you think, the way you feel, all of that. It all comes from what you eat. So we all know that the processed foods, the bad oils, the sugars, all of that are bad, but no one really knows why. A lot of times it's those emulsifiers and things to actually keep it processed or on the shelves longer that actually destroy our gut microbiome. And once that happens, those bacteria are really, really hard to actually grow again. And, you know, there are some things that you can add into your diet, you're eating, whatever, to help. But what we really want to do is nurture those, because the more diverse bacteria that we have in our gut, the more we can handle by fighting off sicknesses, viruses, anything of that sort, but also lose weight easier, have better energy, more mental clarity, better mood. All of that starts with our gut. And things even as simple as like mouthwash, antibacterial mouthwash, hand sanitizer, soaps, stuff like that actually does kill off the good bacteria in our gut. So we have to be very, very mindful. You know, with the pandemic, it's so crazy because now we're seeing this whole domino effect of what it was to just constantly be in the hand sanitizer, hand sanitizer, hand sanitizer, wash our hands, and Lysol everything. It's like now more than ever, we're seeing people who are getting these sicknesses. I'm just now getting over a cold, and I wasn't super crazy about like Lysol and hand sanitizer during the pandemic, because most of the time I was just home. But you know, a lot of that stuff does take a toll on us long term. And we don't really think about it or connect it because we just think, oh, well, we were wearing masks, so our immune systems were suppressed. But we literally were killing off our good bacteria. And so be very mindful of that. If you're someone that lives on that hand sanitizer, just try to chill a little bit, just a little. And as far as actually healing the gut, you can add in some foods. You guys all know my number one thing is intermittent fasting. If you don't want to do intermittent fasting, at the very least, just cut out the snacking. When you're constantly feeding your body, you're constantly grazing, your body never has time to actually detox and heal. And so you're just stuck in that constant cycle of like eating, breaking down food, and so on and so on. So allow your body to have that break. And once you do that, you'll start to notice that your cravings go down. You're not as hungry. And people are like, oh, you're starving yourself. Our bodies are made to protect us. So our hormones, our lovely ghrelin hormone, that's our hunger hormone. So if you are someone that wakes up, you are super, super structured. You wake up, you eat breakfast at 9 a.m. every day, no matter what. Your body will signal to you, hey, we eat at this time, don't forget the food. But if you just go a day or two and back your breakfast up till 10, you'll notice that your body will do the same thing. Okay, fine, we are not eating till then. So I'll remind you at this time, this is when we eat. So it's really that simple to help with the hunger as well as the cravings. But some foods that you can add in are fermented foods. Fermented foods are just foods with bacteria living in them. And that's stuff like kimchi, sauerkraut, sourdough, bread, anything sour. The bitter vegetables are great. So anything that tastes like, I don't want to eat this vegetable. It's so bitter. It's so gross. Really good for your gut, so eat it. And then as far as bone broth, collagen, stuff like that, you guys hear me talk about that all the time. I do bone broth and collagen. I actually supplement with collagen because any collagen powder that I found, it just does not mix well. With bone broth, I switched to Bonafide because it was just a very easy bone broth to drink. Some bone broths, I want to puke when I drink them, and I want to enjoy what I have. So I switched to Bonafide, which you can find at Whole Foods in the frozen section. And then last but not least, adding in some slippery elm is really, really great for healing the gut, especially if you're someone who's really, really stressed out. So stress can take a major toll on our gut health. So really just starting with protecting that gut. So what I would do right off the bat, if you're like, all right, I'm about to go hit the grocery store, I would literally get that slippery elm. If you need a good supplement, Max Detox, you can order that from me. I got you. Adding in that bone broth, and then getting kimchi, sourdough bread, anything like that, the sour and the bitters. Go do that and stop snacking so much. And I promise you, you will see a difference. And if you want to dive deeper on this, if you are truly sick of constantly starting over and you really want to heal the gut as well as your hormones, book a free consultation with me. I'll leave a link below. We'll dive into where you are, what's holding you back, because sometimes it is the simplest